Hey lovely, so if you guys saw the title of the video, you know this is going to be about intermittent fasting and also just like what's my take on it, how did I like it. So I've been doing it for about a week and I guess a couple of days now. So on Sunday, I started off, before I even did the intermittent fasting, I did a 24-hour fast, so I just drank water and that was it. And I was going to go over the whole protocol with you guys of what I did. So the little example that they gave me for a 24-hour period, it was said to start at 7 p.m. and it said eat your last meal of the day, drink 2 to 3 cups of water. And so I had actually started around like 8:10 because I went out to eat with friends earlier. So I ate a lot of crap that day. And I was just like, this is it for as far as like going ham with my cheat days and just going overboard on my diet and really just not sticking to it. But yeah, that was on a Saturday at 8 p.m. and I had about 3 cups of water. It says at 8 p.m. start the fast, which was around 9 p.m. my time. And this is like now getting into the day of the fast. So at 8 a.m. on a Sunday, it says drink 2 to 3 cups of water, and I had just 1 cup, unfortunately, because I had a late start. I woke up really late. So this started at 11 a.m. for me. And then it says 12 p.m. or 2 p.m. when I started it. Drink 2 to 3 more cups of water, and I had 2 cups of water. 3 p.m. I had 3 cups of water. And then it says end the fast at 7 p.m., which happened to be 9 p.m. my time because I started my fast at 9 the day before. And that was also when I went over to a friend's house and watched Game of Thrones. So if you guys haven't seen that video of how I did with the 24-hour fast, you can go ahead and check it out over here. I think it's where the card is, or over here, whatever it is. But it tells you to eat a small dinner before bed and then drink another 2 to 3 cups of water. And I didn't really plan it out very well as far as what to eat. I was gonna bring my pasta with me, but I thought we were gonna eat something over at my friend's house. That wound up not happening. So I just bought a couple snacks. I got a green juice from Bolthouse Farms, which was absolutely great. And then I had some popcorn because that's pretty much like the healthy-ish option. So like I said, I was really trying to do well with my diet. Like I wasn't gonna make an excuse even for the day that I'm fasting and getting off of it. And then it says Monday, just go back to your normal eating schedule. So as far as what intermittent fasting is, so you have 24 hours in a day, obviously, but you don't eat usually within 16 hours of the day, and then you can eat in that 8-hour time period. Or you can fast longer, you can eat for, within a 6-hour period, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. But usually, for me, I eat within the 8-hour time frame, so it's usually from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. But now I'm going to be on morning shift. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to read from bodybuilding.com because I'm usually scatterbrained and get off topic. But I'm just going to describe everything that it says from there, and I'll go ahead and link it down below where I found the information and everything from. But like I said, I already described like what intermittent fasting is, but the point really why people do it is obviously for weight loss. But for me, it was more to get back on track with eating healthy, because I was doing if it fits your macros. If you guys don't know what that is, pretty much you have the calories for the day, you have your carbs, fats, and protein that you're supposed to stick to, and you don't have to eat healthy necessarily for it. You can eat whatever you want as long as you can still hit those macros for the day. And it sounds great, but in reality you really should be eating healthier because you want to feel good, you want to feel energized, you want to stay hydrated, you just want to feel really good in general. And if you're fitting donuts and burgers and fries and ice cream into your meals like every day and then like hitting your macros in order for it, you're gonna feel really crappy and tired, and it's just not good for you. I say it's a good transition, like I said, if you're struggling with sticking to a diet, but eventually you do need to stick to something more healthy. So incorporate more fruits and vegetables in your diet, and then eventually just eat healthy like all the time. And you can still allow yourself to have like cheat days, because I do. I have one each week, and it was weird because I ate healthy all week and I felt freaking amazing. And I was drinking a lot of water. I felt so much better. Wasn't really having any bloating the entire week. And then my cheat day came around and I decided to have pizza, and my stomach was tore up. Like, I was bloated. It was like really hurting. And I couldn't like defecate, I couldn't poop or anything, and it was just a really terrible time. I was trying to drink water to accommodate for that, but yeah, that just wasn't a good mix. So I'm gonna have to do something else for a cheat day. Like I said, it's probably just gonna have to be my burgers and fries as usual, because that pizza did not sit well in my stomach. So as far as the effects of intermittent fasting, there's not really any like negative effects, really. It says in a fed state, the human body uses insulin to break glucose into cells to manufacture energy. During periods of fasting when food is absent, the body's level of blood glucose significantly decreases. This lowers insulin release, resulting in increased fatty acid oxidation. So usually because of this, with intermittent fasting, the body will eventually use stored fat as fuel instead of using, like I said, the glucose or sugars or whatever that you're eating. So that's why a lot of people like this better, because if you don't have the time, I guess, to work out as often as you would like, I would say intermittent fasting is better for you, because I was going through a period where I didn't have the motivation to go to the gym. I was doing intermittent fasting and I saw results pretty quickly, and I still like felt better. Like I said, I was staying hydrated, I was eating better, and it was working really well. And then when I finally was getting back into the gym, obviously the results came in even faster, because I'm adding cardio and doing strength training and all that stuff. So I really like intermittent fasting. I'll vlog all of it with you guys, and then I'll also show a couple pictures of how it was this past week of like the things I ate. But yeah, I had like white rice, or it had the jasmine rice, which is like sticky rice, and then it had some like baked or seared chicken, and then I had some sauteed mushrooms and spinach for lunch and dinner. I did that because I found it was just the easiest thing to stick to, and I did that the whole week. I obviously still had calories left for the day, so I would eat either pasta, so I had spaghetti because that's something I had meal prepped, or I would have cereal. And I don't think those are really like too bad of things to eat. I still hit my macros with those, so it was pretty good. But yeah, it's just really up to you as far as like what diet you want to stick to, what works best for you. That's the most important. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean it works best for you or your lifestyle. I've done plenty of diets. I've done a higher fat diet, like a ketogenic diet. I seem to gain weight if I eat more fat. I guess it was the different, it depends on what type of fats you're eating. So I ate more like fried things. I ate bacon and fries and stuff like that, and a lot of cheeses, and that's why I think I was gaining weight really. As far as like lean fats, oh my god, if you're eating a lean source of like protein or fats or whatever, like it affects your body differently. Once I started eating just like chicken and drinking milk and stuff like that, things like cheese that have fat in it but it's not necessarily like bad fat, I noticed my body responded really well with that. But like I said, that's why if it fits your macros, didn't really work. the best for me because I was like, oh, I love these foods. I'm just gonna stick it in my diet every single day. So I'd have burgers and fries like every day. And it just wasn't affecting my body the best because of the fats, the types of fats that I had. But as far as like other diets that I did, I've done pescatarian, I'm a vegan. Like I said, if it fits your macros, and now I'm doing intermittent fasting. I don't know, I didn't like the staple, like, bodybuilding type of diet where you just eat chicken, rice, and broccoli or whatever, like, every day, 6 times a day. That, it sucks. It's not for me, and it's probably not for you either. It's very cookie cutter, and it's not very specific for you. Yeah, like I said, just try to figure out something that works best for you. It's gonna take a while. It took me years and years to figure out what diet really works best for me, but I really do believe that intermittent fasting works really well. And it's not because everyone's doing it right now. I did my research, I tried it out for myself, and I really liked it. My emotional state is so much better. I don't really eat emotionally. Like, since I think it also benefited me because I did a 24-hour fast, because my emotional eating was at an ultimate high, and I was just like, I really need to learn how to differentiate between me just craving something and me just being actually hungry. And starting off with a 24-hour fast really helps out because I was just focusing on my water intake and then noticing when I was actually really hungry versus craving something. And then once I was finally able to eat, I wanted to make it count. I was like, hey, I need to eat something healthy. You know, grab my green juice, and then it just set the whole week's like tone off to just a great start. And then I just was smooth sailing from there. I really thought out every meal, and I prepped stuff. So prepping things like the meal prep Monday is really helpful. And I know sometimes it can take hours to do it, and you don't have to do what everyone else is doing, the chicken, rice, and broccoli. Like I said, for me, there's not too many proteins that I like. So like turkey or fish, I'm not really into that. And chicken sometimes makes me want to vomit because it's just plain chicken with just a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic and stuff like that. Sometimes it just, no, I'm just over it. So I stick to beef, like 95% lean beef. Sometimes I cook some chicken, and then also I like lamb. Calculating your macros really helps out just to track everything. So even when you're not really dieting, start tracking your macros, so your macronutrients, which is your protein, fats, carbs. It seems tedious as far as like going through the macros and looking at it like, it's 5 grams of carbs or whatever it is. But honestly, it will help you out in the long run. And I know it's going to be tough. You might fail a couple of times with your diet at first, but eventually, if it is really important to you, you will stick to it. And I know you guys can do it because it took me years to get to this point, but I'm very happy with where I am right now, and I absolutely don't regret anything. It was a whole learning experience, and I'm just glad that I'm at the point where I'm at, happy with my body, loving my progress, and just loving how I feel, just really energized and just not tired and just feeling really healthy, and a good relationship with food that is so important. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit long, so hopefully I cut out some stuff. But thank you again for clicking on it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It'll help me out a lot. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys.